There's a concert with Michael Jackson where it's just
yeah,
like his
I saw that.
hologram,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people are just like dancing and stuff. But at the same time, I want to come
But
back
I
like,
cannot touch him.
yeah, but he's dead anyways. Hi, this is H of the Stage, and welcome to the first ever episode of my podcast, which I'm doing with my friend Joe here. Joe, how are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for asking me that. Nobody in a long time didn't ask me
Oh,
that.
that's very sad.
I'm just kidding. My mother always asked me that.
So basically, we wanted to try something new, and podcasting seems to be a kind of a good format for us because we like talking. We're friends. We go out and we talk shit about a lot of stuff. I mean, we're both musicians, so in a way, we wanted to do something interesting on this channel. And one thing that we absolutely don't know is how this podcast is going to be named. So that's where we'll need your help with that. So leave comments. Let us know what is a good title for this podcast. Not title, but name for the podcast.
Give us money.
Give us money. Okay, that's definitely not a good good title, but I'm guessing it's going to be about music.
Yeah, of
Always,
course,
we're
of
musicians, so music is definitely going to be one of the more important topics. But we're going to touch upon everything.
Yeah, because we are philosophers. We philosopher. We like to shit about everything. So I think this would be really really nice when we sum up all together.
Yeah,
in,
we're
like,
we're
episodes.
yeah we're both like.
We're weird.
We're weird. We're artists. Like
yeah.
So I don't want to say intellectual because that sounds a bit cocky.
We are.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm guessing that we're kind of smart,
we are.
at least a bit.
Of course,
So,
of course. We are just like we have really a lot of life experience. We are still young, of course, but
Yeah.
a lot of we met a lot of different people. We are playing like all sorts of gigs. We are I'm radio host. I'm singer. You have your YouTube channel. You have wife. You have kids. Like I think we are like
I mean, we
we can talk about
we
everything.
can talk about.
We are not smart, but we can talk.
Of course, we don't know everything about everything,
of
but people can talk.
Yeah, people.
It doesn't.
can talk,
You don't have to be an expert on everything to talk.
Yeah. So we are not an intellectuals. I'm sorry.
Okay,
We are not.
you be the judge of that at the end.
And give
So-
us money, please.
Joe is poor, so
Yeah.
we're doing this
Yeah,
because of him.
I look very nice, but I'm poor, really poor, so I need money. Your money.
At the end of the day, we could use money because both of us are recording songs. So
yeah.
give us money, why not?
Yeah, and can I use this like self promotion?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes. I have my own songs, so you can check it through his YouTube channel. You will put it in the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I mean, I can, but the songs are in Croatian, so
No,
I'm
yeah,
not sure
yeah, I'm
if
just
people
kidding,
are
I'm
going
just
to
kidding,
understand it. But why not? He writes positive songs, very feel good songs. Yeah, let me know. Well,
I just got an idea.
okay,
Because my songs are on Croatian.
okay, in Croatian.
We can put it on AI, so we
AI?
can translate it to English. But like same music, same
Same
everything,
music.
but just
Just literal translation.
Yes.
That would sound awful.
you think.
I mean,
Yeah, of course,
the grammatic is not going to be correct for sure.
That would be
but
be
at the
shitty,
same
yeah.
time, I
But
mean,
that's just an idea,
It could be fun.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Why not?
You
Why
never
not?
know, yeah.
And we just put like the Google Translate voice.
Yeah,
So it doesn't even sound
yeah,
like you
yeah.
when you're singing. Anyway, we wanted to talk about AI. He mentioned it. AI in music. So AI is a big topic nowadays on YouTube and I mean all around the world, which means artificial intelligence. And in a lot of sense, it kind of is taking over art world. So when we were out the other night, we were having burgers and I showed you midjourney. So midjourney is an AI that just creates pictures, photos, just based on your description. And we were playing around. You mentioned something that you needed some artwork for your album.
Yes.
And we put some information and it did
No,
pretty okay.
It was really nice looking. Yeah.
It was really nice. It was
and
actually
weird.
I mean, weird
To me.
at some point. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird that it's that fast.
Yeah, it's really fast.
I mean, you just put the description, and it basically gives you a pretty solid, like it's never too wonky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It never looks like completely messed up. It's always pretty okay, and of course, the more detail that you give it, the
yeah.
better
It
the
will be
results.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So speaking about that, there are also like AI music tools. Now, as far as I know so far, those are mostly good at creating some ambiental music, like something slow, like synth pads and meditative music. So it's not maybe yet at the level of making, I don't know, a very good pop song or a metal song or something like that, but it's kind of scary to think about it. It's
Yeah,
a,
of course, of course.
because what do you think? Like in, let's
I
say, 5 years,
well,
is it going to be?
since you mentioned, yeah, it's now it's based on meditational music and that sort of like knowledge because it isn't on that level of understanding what music really is, but
Yeah.
it is taking samples. I don't know from who or from where, but
From
it's
everywhere.
yeah, it's really good at this point in that kind of music. But I think in couple of years, because this is like it's really ongoing.
Yeah.
It's really fast and everything.
Evolving
Yeah,
very
evolving
fast.
in like 6 months. It's evolved. We didn't know. Of course, we did know last year about it, but like in 1 year, this is really great
Yeah,
progress.
yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
I think in 4 or 5 years, it would be really crazy what we gonna hear from AI in music.
Which makes it begs the question, like, will we do what we are
Ah,
doing
yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Because
That's
we're
yeah,
musicians. For example, I'm already pretty afraid for anybody doing artwork like digital art.
yeah. Of course, of
Because
course.
you've seen it. Like, I just put the
Yeah, yeah,
description,
yeah.
and I've gotten pretty good results. And I've actually played around more than you did with like those things, and it's crazy good.
Yeah,
Midjourney especially. There are other
yeah.
AI tools as well, but I played around with Midjourney the most. So
Mid journey. I think mid journey. Like it comes to question. NFT comes to question.
okay,
If I think about it, because what I saw from NFT, you know
yeah, I
what's
know.
NFT, yeah. So there's like art, digital art, who is made by people, and it has variations, and it goes selling and everything like that. But
Okay.
Midjourney make really good pictures and digital art, but with no programming or no JavaScript or what are NFT programmers using, I don't know.
I'm not
But
sure
it's
how it
yeah,
exactly works. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah,
it
yeah.
has to have some sort of software,
Input,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
input.
some.
You need to do something, but as I heard, they're doing it like through JavaScript or some program. Like
Yeah,
it's literally programming
I mean,
on NFT. But Mid Journey is just put words, and you get a picture. So it's really like comes
yeah.
to questions because I know people who are in NFT and they're really good at it, and like they're good artists and they get
I mean, NFTs are
everything. Yeah.
also an interesting topic. So, if we started the podcast, let's say 1 year ago, we would definitely be talking about NFTs
NFT,
because
yeah,
that was like the
popular. Yeah.
bombastic topic. And for anybody who doesn't know maybe what NFTs are, if I got it correctly, it's non fungible tokens, NFTs. So, it's basically anything that you can. This is how I understood it. Maybe I'm wrong, but NFTs is a way for somebody to know how to say it. Let's say I have a building.
Okay.
Let's say you and I are walking to a city. We see a building, and you don't know who that building belongs to.
Okay.
With NFTs, it's very easy to figure out who
Yeah.
it belongs to.
Who's yeah.
So it's like a blockchain,
Yeah, yeah.
and there is always a source that you can lead to. Okay, so this is a person who owns this.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
with art and stuff like that, it doesn't have to be one owner. For example, I've noticed that somebody sold the I think some gifs, like those pictures, like moving
Yeah,
pictures,
yeah.
like that neon cat, if you know that one.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
The
I
one
know.
that
I
shits
saw it.
rainbow.
Yeah, yeah. So it, yeah.
So basically, somebody
It's
created
cool.
that and somebody bought it laterwards and they own it.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't stop anybody from downloading the picture
Yeah,
online
of
and
course.
sharing it around.
We still can
Yeah,
have it.
but
Yeah.
there is something to that, like, level of people want to say, okay, this is mine. And,
Yeah, 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 yeah. So that was next. I'm gonna say about AI and NFT
Okay.
because as long as the programs and the AI and everything is evolving to the next levels, it still needs a man or a woman or
Yeah.
whoever needs to press that button
Of course.
because they cannot. There are like some theories they would AI would take over the world.
I
I don't
mean,
think that because still man needs to do that. If it's gonna happen, man will do it.
yeah. I mean, I understand that,
Human.
but I am a bit afraid of that. I mean, I'm
Why
not
are you afraid?
because think about it. The moment that AI starts thinking for itself, when it says, okay, the way that you've done anything in the world is not really good. I think I can do better than you. You
Yeah,
know,
but
yeah, but think about it like in terms of AI can be. I mean, AI is created by a human, of course,
okay.
and it has to have some flaws and biases in terms of. Nobody can tell me that AI like ChatGPT is not maybe. I'm not going to say racist because that's like too much, but I mean it's created by people, so it
Okay.
has to have some inputs from a certain type of people. It
Yeah, of
doesn't have to.
course, of
It
course.
doesn't have to. It's not. It can't be completely objective.
Yeah,
No,
of course,
nobody is completely
of
objective.
course, of course.
So in that term, let's say I'm just goofing around here,
Yeah,
but
okay,
let's
of
say
course. We are doing just that.
yeah, but let's say in a not Nazi
That's
may
okay.
told something to ChatGPT and filled it up with information.
Yeah,
I mean,
it would be.
AI
Yeah, I
AI could
understand.
AI could think like, okay, this is the way that things should
Yeah,
work,
yeah,
and it maybe even go a level above. Now, I'm not sure how they would create
yeah, of course.
robots or stuff like that, but I think it could be possible that AI could, let's say, destroy the internet because it's all connected somehow.
Of course, of
Maybe
course.
maybe not, but at the same time, everything is connected to the internet, to the Wi-Fi's and stuff like that. So what would stop potentially? I mean, we're going maybe off topic a bit here. We
It
started talking
doesn't
about
matter. We are.
music, but at the same time, what would stop AI from bombing, like just
Yeah,
pushing the
yeah,
button
yeah, yeah.
to nuclear
That's a good
missiles
question. But as you,
if it's connected by the internet, which I believe in
yeah,
some way
of
it is.
course. But if it's connected to the internet, it knows that war and that kind of stuff is bad.
Yeah, but
But
yeah.
there's always that evil human who is controlling that. Probably will be if that happens because I think AI, like as much as he gets smart, like he's the
Yeah, like
yeah, like biggest of all of us.
okay.
But he's I don't think that he has evil inside him.
Who knows?
Unless someone puts that.
That's the thing that I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
who knows who controls it first of
Yeah,
all.
of course.
And on the other hand, let's say it doesn't have to be evil. Maybe it thinks rationally
Yeah.
that we are a disease because
We are-
humans because humans tend to do stupid
Yeah,
things here and there.
of
So maybe it thinks, okay, let's just blow a
Delete
freaking
that,
missile there, destroy everybody, then we're going to repair it on our own.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course,
that's the
what happened,
topic.
yeah.
That's the topic of a lot of science fiction movies, and
Yeah.
but it's coming to a point that might be possible. But at the same time, let's go back a bit because, I mean, we have computers. Computers are, let's say, smarter than us. They
Yes.
still need a human to control them,
Yeah, of course.
to give them commands and stuff like that. But without, like it can calculate faster than any human. It's
Yeah.
smarter, but at the same time, it can't really work without us. So
Yeah, on itself.
it's an
impossible.
interesting topic. But what I wanted to say when it comes to music and when it comes to art in general, I think a lot of people, or let me ask you, why do people listen to music? Like nowadays, we have so much music. It's like every day Spotify is uploading what maybe tens of thousands
Yeah,
of
yeah.
songs, maybe millions. I don't know. So
50,000 is like
that's
some in one day
in one
on
day.
Spotify. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really.
so like, why are people listening to music nowadays? Like, what makes them stop and listen?
I don't know. That's a really good question. That's like same question why we make music. It's not, of course, but
it is.
yeah.
In a point.
For example, I listen to music because it gives me some kind of feeling. Of course, everybody does, but those feelings are different for me, for you, for everybody else who is around us. So that's why we have like our own styles, what we are listening, and we are judging that other one who is not listening what we think is good. Yeah, so that's,
Okay, yeah.
but correctly to give you answer to that question, it's really hard. I don't know why somebody is listening, because like it's really hard question, honestly.
But this is what I'm trying to get to. Are you listening? For example, I know that you like Charlie Puth.
Yeah, of
let's say.
course.
And is it possible that sometimes you also listen to his songs because you like him as a person? You know,
Yeah, of course.
he's funny.
I like
he's-
his personality and his.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
AI can probably do a lot of mathematical stuff.
Yeah, and maybe better stuff, but it
I mean,
doesn't
better
have
is-
character. You are smart. He's intellectual.
What I'm trying to say is that it probably still can't mimic, I'm hoping, like emotion completely.
No.
Or the connection.
Yeah, I think it can't do that.
But at the same time,
Don't go further than that. It's okay. I don't like to go on with this.
but but that's the topic of the
Yeah, of course. I
today's show.
know. But when you mentioned the character and charisma and
Yeah.
that stuff that makes an artist.
An art.
Yeah. So, like, that's why people listen to
Listen to
music.
music.
I was wrong. I didn't get that.
I
at
mean, I'm
first, but
hoping
yes.
it's
Yeah,
not.
of
It's
course.
probably not
Just that, yeah, like
it's
just
probably
that,
not just
yeah.
that, and it's probably not just. Not everybody listens
Yeah, of
to
course.
the music because
Because
of
of
that. I
that,
mean, I listen to a lot of songs without thinking about the artist, of course.
Yeah.
Like, and there are maybe some artists that I only like one song from them. You know,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. But at the same time, like, there is this. This is what happened. Like, somebody made a song that is Drake featuring The Weeknd.
Okay.
And it's completely made by AI voices. So it's not Drake singing, it's not The Weeknd singing, but the song went viral. And this is where it kind of gets interesting because I'm guessing that a lot
Who
of
would
them, I
know?
mean, most of them, they have enormous fan bases, but they still like probably those fans even enjoy the song.
Yeah.
And I've even listened to some, let's say I'm a Arctic Monkeys fan, and I've listened to some covers from popular singers singing their songs. For example, I've listened to Lana Del Rey singing Do I Wanna Know? And it actually works. It kind of sounds cool.
Really,
It sounds,
I need to hear that.
It,
yeah.
it sounds pretty much like it's her,
Yeah.
you know.
That's-
So and
A lot of questions comes.
A lot
to
of
my,
questions.
Yeah, to my head.
tell me something. I have a couple of more questions, but let's.
I don't know
what-
about it.
How would you feel if somebody took your voice and made a song?
I would be mad. I
Right?
would be really mad, yeah, because he's not taking just my voice. He's also taking my money away.
It all comes
Yeah,
back to money,
yeah,
but
yeah.
at this,
I
but
need
it
money.
kind of, but it kind
I'm
of.
just
co-
kidding. Let's go. Let's get serious with this.
Yeah, more
I'm-
money.
Yeah, more. I'm afraid of that because yes, when you something like that, when you put it like this, it really can happen, and
Yeah, it's
already
happening.
it's already happening. But I really hope that it doesn't get like what doesn't get released the potential that it has.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
it could delete like artists, but still, okay. I have a question.
okay,
I'm starting to look like intellectual.
okay. I'm
My tongue
looking
is
forward to it.
hushu-shu. Uh,
Okay, yeah. What-
Petля mi se jezik. Okay, that's Croatian phrase for my tongue is like. What do you say?
How would you say? It's
How do
like
you say?
it's making a twirl.
Yeah, making a twirl. Like
Something
I
like-
cannot say what I'm
It's-
thinking.
It's yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Something like
What
that.
was I talking about?
You had a question.
Yeah. Because I had a question because AI is making that music, which really seems to be like it is Drake or Weeknd.
Yeah, sounds
And
pretty
Lana
much
Del
like-
Rey
doesn't matter,
singing
yeah.
Arctic Monkeys and stuff like that. But on what point it will stop? Because still he needs some input from some artists. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
because it still needs some material to be like to have that comparison to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
something.
but
So
it's-
if Drake and Weeknd stopped making music,
But they already have like thousands of
Yeah,
songs, and
thousands.
stuff,
So
so
okay,
it has a lot to learn from those
lot to
songs,
learn, of
and
course.
nobody is going to stop those for sure.
Yeah, of course. But when we are not talking about 2 or 3 years. We are talking about, for example, 50 years.
Okay.
50 years, AI is taking songs from Frank Sinatra, from
From
Bruno
everybody.
Mars, from
Yeah.
everybody. He's making like variations, but that would be boring. Well, at some point, because he would like. Uh, how do you say when it's
Oversaturated. Maybe everything is kind of the same.
yeah, he wouldn't have any more resources, and he would need some new artists or some new.
I would really love to agree with you there.
Okay,
but
but
think
you're
about.
not.
I'm not, because think about it. Even in,
Bitch.
but this is what I'm talking about. We've already mentioned computers. we've already mentioned. We've already mentioned computers and like the way that they can calculate. Not you, not me, not some Asian who's amazing.
Yeah.
And this is not racist. I think just think
Yeah.
they're smart.
Smarter than us,
And-
you are smarter than us if you are Asian. You
So,
are.
so this is what this is what I'm saying is that nobody can calculate as fast as a computer. So if you put an AI to do music, it can come up with way more information or way more ideas than you can. Maybe they aren't always good, but who's to say what's good or what's not? I mean, if it can make 10,000 ideas in a
Yeah.
second, I mean, 10 should
That's
be
like
good.
infinity. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
10 should
understand,
be
yeah.
okay. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it is, so it's very hard to think that it can make boring songs. It can. I'm sure that it can always find a way to make something cooler than just. I mean, even think about it. Even like you use samples sometimes in your music. So that's maybe not something that you completely created from scratch.
Of course, yeah.
So you're taking something, you're manipulating it, but software help you, computers help you.
Of course.
You know,
But
synths
at the end, I'm putting my character in it. In
okay.
some way.
Yeah.
Okay, but AI wouldn't have that, and what also AI wouldn't have, concerts.
concerts. Who knows?
How?
I mean, there are concerts with holograms. Like, have you ever
But
seen
who will be on hologram?
Michael
will
Jackson? There's a concert with Michael Jackson where it's just
yeah,
like his
I saw that,
hologram,
yeah,
and
yeah.
people are just like dancing and stuff. But at the same time, I want to come
But
back
I
like,
cannot touch him.
yeah, but he's dead anyways.
Good.
You can't touch him anyway.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
But I would like to touch him.
It's not you who touches it. It's usually Michael Jackson who touches. Oh,
Yeah, Jesus, yeah. That's controversial.
went a bit dark.
Let's
there.
talk about that for a moment.
For dead, like dead people. No.
No. About Michael Jackson touching people.
Let's not go there. Let's leave
Yeah,
that
of
for
course.
another
Oh, yeah,
episode.
yeah.
But
Second episode, we are talking about Michael Jackson touching people. That's the kind. It has a little rhyme in it. Michael Jackson touching people. No. It doesn't have rhyme, but
Rhythm.
it would be a really nice song. Michael Jackson touching people.
we can put it in an AI so it can create it.
Yeah, of course. We will do that. He will put that in link below. No. I'm just
What I wanted to say,
I
I
don't know.
lost my train of
I
thought.
don't know. Me too.
Damn it, Joe.
Me three.
Damn it, Joe. Where was I? Yeah, like holograms and stuff like that. DJs, like DJs are, let's say, people who just use computers
need
and
them.
and samples and stuff like that. So, and coming from somebody who plays instruments and stuff like that, and usually people who are, let's say, more instrumentalists and stuff like that, usually people don't really think of DJs, don't think big of DJs. I'm not
Yeah, of
saying
course,
there
I
are,
know, yeah.
I'm not saying there are interesting DJs. There are definitely DJs that are way above like random DJs. And the thing that I want to clear up here is that most of the people, let's say in our hometown and in these parts, are called DJs just by playing mixes that are already
but
already exist or stuff like that. They are not really manipulating stuff in real time.
But I would say origins of the name DJ. DJ was disco jockey, but that was people who worked on radio stations and put like choose
playlists.
Playlists like they would take disc or
they would
snip
it.
and they would put it in ether.
Ether,
Ether,
or something
Ether
like that.
for
live
live radio station.
Okay.
So name DJ comes from that. So they are just that. They are not like we have like wrong perception about who DJ needs to be. He doesn't need to be more than just playing the music.
He
We are
does.
thinking, yeah, Martin Garrix and David Guetta. We think they are DJs, but they're not. They are producers. They are really serious
Ah,
producers.
think about it.
Yeah,
Even I was kind of
yeah, but the
thinking
DJ
about
is
that
just
wrong.
he's just playing the music.
Oh.
That's like origins from that job.
Yeah.
But because it is cool to be called DJ, so Martin Garrix, David Guetta, and everybody, Tiesto, and everybody
Yeah.
who was producing music, they were like, oh, I'm a DJ, and that is cool. But that is not correct. They are producers. They are good producers, mix engineers, and everything like that. But
Okay, I'm not sure about all of those guys.
Yeah,
but,
of
but
course,
I
they're
think like no. I'm just saying like David Guetta. I think is a DJ at least from the start.
Yeah,
he was clubbing and stuff like that.
they are everybody are both like they are
Yeah,
still
yeah,
playing,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they are also
But they are more,
producing.
yeah, they're
more
basically
than
producing.
DJ. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Like, but what I wanted to say is, somebody probably when those DJs call them what
Yeah.
you want, started getting more popular, they were probably thinking live music is like live playing music is going to die. I'm guessing that
Yeah.
people were thinking about that. But still, you have classical concerts, you have rock concerts. They
Jazz
just maybe
concerts, yeah.
look a bit different. Even rock concerts nowadays have people that with a laptop maybe sample
Yeah,
playing and
samples
stuff
and
like
stuff
that.
like
But at
that,
the same
yeah.
time, there's a lot of playing.
Yeah, of course.
I would say that most of the time it's at least 80% of playing, maybe
course,
20% of
course.
samples. If it's the other way, then it would be kind of weird because why are you going? You're basically listening to a CD,
Yeah, of course. Of
you
course.
know. But
Maybe that's the answer to your question. Would the AI took over? No, because people would still love to play. And when they are playing, they need to create something, and when they create, they will. I'm sorry, they would produce, they would make music, make lyrics and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that would never die because I like to play guitar, you like to play
Yeah, of
piano,
course, of
you like to
course,
sing,
yeah.
and that will never stop.
I mean, when it
for
comes
next
to
generations also.
when it comes to the human voice, I think that's the most interesting part because everybody has a different voice. You can manipulate, you can copy an instrument, maybe sound of the instrument pretty good, especially with VSTs like virtual instruments and
course.
stuff like that. There are like libraries of sounds that are just way good.
Yeah.
And that you can play them all on the same keyboard without having to buy a piano that
Yeah,
costs
yeah.
maybe $30,000 or
Like
stuff
on
like that.
MIDI setup or something like that. Yeah.
So in that sense, I mean, music is going everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's,
yeah.
it's just a
that's
question.
the good term.
But at the same time, I'm not really sure what I want to say with this. But there will be definitely people that are going to abuse AI, like
Of
take
course,
advantage
of
of that. For example, there was already, I think, a documentary about Spotify where there were AI generated songs and they were filling the playlist with them. And as I already mentioned, they were mostly ambiental and stuff like that. But what happens is they make an album, they make maybe, I don't know, 100 albums a day. And I don't know, a song is 1 hour long or something like
Okay.
that. But they fill it up, like Spotify is full of that stuff. And somebody, even by mistake, can maybe click on that a couple of seconds and think about, I don't know how many million people.
1 billion times, yeah,
I mean,
okay, I
maybe a
understand,
billion
I
people
understand,
are
yeah.
using. I'm not really sure.
Just
too,
by
too many
mistake,
people.
yeah,
Just by
yeah.
mistake, and it adds up. And those
Yeah.
people are making serious money without
Money.
putting without putting too much work in it. Definitely not putting a lot of work like you and I when we go into the
Yeah, we
studio,
are-
and when we just sweat it out and stuff.
Yes, that are the scammers. They're, or maybe they're not. Who will say
Yeah,
that?
that-
Yeah, they're just using the
system,
tool
yeah.
of Spotify and
mean,
generated music to do that.
there are-
But is that real? I think it isn't, and I think you think that.
Yeah,
also.
I mean,
So-
for now, it definitely
That
is.
is not any kind of art. That is just using the moment.
There's one more thing that we have to talk about. So I mentioned Drake and
let's talk.
and The Weeknd.
Okay.
This is what's happening now. Artists are having a way to rent their voices.
Okay.
So let's say there's a site.
Can I rent my voice? For money, of course.
So there's
I'm
a
just
site where you can. I'm not sure how it works, but there's basically like a list of voices that are already in there, because how these machines work is there. You already mentioned it. So you have a lot of samples. You have a lot. They are learning. It's called, I'm not, what's it called, like machine learning, something like that.
Okay.
So basically, the more you fill it up with MP3s of voices and stuff like that, the better it gets.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the more you have Ariana Grande or anybody else, the more it's going to be
Yeah,
able
more
to
input,
mimic it.
more output.
But
of course.
there has to be some, like, I don't know, laws against that and stuff like that, because what is stopping somebody from taking, I don't know, Obama's voice and declaring war?
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah.
Because
yeah. Yeah.
that's very easy to do.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
easy to do.
yeah.
And it's not very easy to track, is it real or is it not? So there are some sites where real artists, the artists that own the voice, which is strange to say, own the voice, who have that voice, can rent their voice. So
Rent, yeah,
say,
yeah.
let's say you want to make a song that will be $5,000 just to rent the voice. And there are some, like, criterias. If the song gets popular, then they can take maybe 50% of
Yeah,
the
yeah, of
royalties or
course.
stuff like that.
Royalties,
But I
yeah.
mean, think about it, that's a completely different, like, sphere of thinking.
Sure, yeah,
It's-
that's new metrics.
yeah, new world completely.
New world, yeah.
So
next level, so yeah.
So I'm just very interested to see, maybe in 3 years. I'm guessing that there's going to be a Ariana Grande album completely AI generated.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's probably going to, like, put another album out in a couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see how they differ.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you think this is with AI stuff and that if you know about history, like with trends and topics
Okay.
in a certain time? For example, NFT was popular last year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it just like it didn't
basically-
crash. It didn't crash, but now nobody talks about it. Just like NFT found his place in modern world, and he's existing, but it's not like topic every day.
Yeah,
No,
it's,
yeah.
It
do you
lost
think,
its.
yeah, and like with hundreds stuff and things before
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
Like-
So do you think that the same is gonna happen to AI? That AI is gonna find his place in the human, like
Yeah,
using it,
yeah.
and
Yeah, I
like
understand
next year we will have something. Do you think that?
Quite possibly, because there were people already at VidCon, which is a
Okay.
summit, like, for video creators, like YouTubers, TikTokers, and stuff like that. And they mentioned already, like, the last year's theme was NFTs. This year's theme was AI.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
was talking about it. So it's pretty certain that next year we're going to talk about something else. Now, one thing that I am going to say, people who are using AI tools, who are really using it, I think they're going to continue using it because
Yeah,
it makes their life
Of
simpler.
course, of course.
For example, midjourney, I already mentioned that, but there are stuff, I want to get this tool that helps, let's say, edit podcasts, which just helps cutting angles, because
Yeah.
I don't like sitting and watching a 1 hour clip more times than finding out where I need to cut it. If it can do it in 4 minutes, and I don't have to spend 4 hours in it,
Yeah,
then of
yeah.
course it makes sense to use it. But at the same time, I think, like, people who are interested in those sort of things are definitely going to use it. But I think it's also like a popular game. I think, like, everybody's now fooling around with it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
playing around with them.
Me
but,
too.
But it's definitely going to pass.
course, of
when it
course.
comes to, like, for global masses and
yeah.
stuff.
It's neat to has like everything that goes up should go down.
Yeah.
Who said that in some movie? I don't remember.
That's in Madagascar, I think.
Is it some
no?
porn movie? No.
Definitely. Sounds like it could be.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Give me money, please. I'm
Okay.
not funny anymore.
No, that's okay. So I think this is a good place to end. What do you think? I mean, for first episode,
Yeah.
we've
I'm
said-
really. Yeah.
We've said a lot of things, and
Yeah, really. Yeah, we are good. Aren't we good? Are we good? I think we are really good. I really think we are good.
This guy is
do you
crazy.
Do you think you are good? I think I'm good.
I think you are good.
Thank you very much. I don't think you're good. No. I think you are beautiful. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not that. I'm going.
You think I'm beautiful?
I have my
I know
girlfriend.
I am beautiful.
I love my girlfriend. I don't have nothing with this bitch.
It's crazy. I knew that it was going to go in this direction, but it went too soon.
I needed to do that at some part, and you knew that before. I told you that I will do that.
What? Call me
That
out.
yeah, that I'm gonna be bad to you.
You didn't really.
That's
I mean,
what she said.
that's what she said. No. Okay. Let's
Yeah,
just,
okay.
I think
Finish. Let's
when-
finish. That's
when-
what she said.
That's we went too far. Let us know how we should name this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments. Let us know if it's crazy, if it's okay, if it's too much. And
Yeah,
yeah.
this is just jokes. Don't take it too personally.
So we're going to do maybe 4 more episodes, and if we see that this is a format that we both enjoy and that it makes sense for you, we're probably going to keep continue doing it. Maybe
Of course.
even do a Patreon special episodes, but let's leave that for future. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.